Hi, Bob. Thanks for coming today.
Hi, how
How
are
are
you?
you?
Hi, Jackie.
So, can you give us a little bit of history of your health before you started working with me?
Yep. Um, I had um, two prior back surgeries. All my lumbars are fused. I had surgery. I had two discs taken out in 1987, and in 1989 I blew out another one. So they fused all my lumbars. Um, well, because of that, uh, I I could never touch my toes. I wasn't flexible enough to do that. But with my lumbars frozen, I was pretty stiff, and then I had a lot going on in my mind. I had gotten hurt in shop on my last surgical procedure um, in 1989, and at that time there was a lot of turmoil going on in shop. I was about to get laid off.
And when you say shop, what is that?
I worked at Pratt Whitney Aircraft as a toolmaker,
Okay.
and I was they were laying off all their skilled help. Um, and it was kind of interesting how this came about because there was a young man that I was working day shift, he was working second shift, and he came up to me. He had just come back on day shift, knowing he was going to get laid off, and was seeking other employment prior to getting laid off. And he gave me a form for massage school in Newington. He says, Bob, you should be a massage therapist. And of course, I laughed and I said, "Mm," not knowing what that was. But I wound up going to the school. I fill out the application, and when I walked in the building, I realized this energy came over me that I knew I couldn't leave. I had to stay in this building, and so I did. I enrolled as a student, and one of the things I had to do prior to becoming a student was to get a massage. And I went to a woman in Avon, Connecticut, who I never had a massage before, and she just knocked my socks off. So from that point on, I immersed myself in massage, learning it, doing it, receiving it, and that brings me to this point right now, where I think because of massage, I'm in better health. I have um, I see a personal trainer. It'll be next year. It'll be 15 years. I've been seeing a trainer twice a week, um, 2 hours a week, and that started out back in 2003. Um, I had my last back surgery to remove scar tissue from previous surgeries, and I felt at that time that I was too young to be feeling so old. I was stiff. I went and saw a personal trainer, told him I wanted my flexibility back, and that's when we started that program, and I still do it now. Now, in the meantime, um, because I never did get laid off from shop, so I'm still working in the factory, and uh, we have to go back a little bit. I quit smoking in 2001 to get my surgery from my back. I knew I was going to need that, and because of that, I gained a lot of weight. I gained probably 20 pounds, which was not a good thing. Um, so since I had my last surgery and started seeing my trainer, and I lost a lot of weight, and I was feeling a lot better. I had trouble with cramping on my legs. I still have some leg problems, not as bad as I used to have. Massage helped me out quite a bit. It got me using muscles the right way, as with the trainer. Um, I had to question. Um, I questioned everything that I had to do for an exercise to find out what muscles I was really working, and with my massage therapy background, helped me to identify what was wrong with my body. And I had to get all that stuff done. So now here I am, and I have periodically I get massage, muscle massage I call it. Um, I have a lot more bone work that goes on, and That I think of that as energy work. That helps me out a whole lot more. I find out that after a bone session, that I sleep really good for like 3 or 4 nights in a row. Sound sleeping, not getting up in the middle of the night. Um, just great. So I'm leaning more toward bowing now than muscle work, even though I need muscle work, but not as often. Um, and yeah, so I've been doing pretty good. And
And so, what has it been like working with me, with Jacqueline?
oh, it's been great, great. I mean, thought I've known you for, I don't know, when did you graduate?
2000.
In 2000. So I've known you since 2000.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah, it's been good. It's actually I didn't start coming here at 2000. You just got out of school.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I ever got your name, but it popped up somewhere, and I knew who you were. And I went, oh, I had lost my therapist in Avon. She moved to Arizona,
Mm-hmm.
and she had a unique touch that I missed. It was at a point that's another thing that made me keep coming back. When she did muscle work on me, the last thing she would do was stroke the ends of my feet, and then 5 seconds later, she told me I can get up. But she was 3 rooms away when she said that, and I still felt her hands on my feet.
Mm-hmm.
I never felt her leave, and that's the same thing I felt with you. When I get that, I know you're. I keep thinking you're still there, but you're not. You know. So I finally found a therapist that matched one I was used to having.
So, what was the process that really helped you? Was there a specific process that we do together that you found helpful?
Oh yeah, working out my cramps, working out my stiff legs and stuff, it got me feeling a whole lot better. Um, I learned how to relax,
Mm-hmm.
and that was the main thing. Yeah, I mean, even though the muscle work was tough, um, I got to and improve my sleeping, um, and more relaxed than anything else. So I was able to let a lot of stuff go, and that was really the best thing to help me out. It's and of course anticipating my next massage helped out too because I needed it. Um, Health wise, because of all the muscle work, energy work, I was more aware of myself. I started watching what I was eating. I ate less. I ate smarter. I ate healthier. Um, I lost weight from gaining it from not smoking. I lost all that weight. Um, actually, I think I don't know. I want to think probably the past 14 years. I think I've gone either up and down just 3 pounds from my normal weight. I haven't gained any more. I haven't lost any more. So I'm feeling pretty good. And yeah, I think massage just helped me out quite a bit. How can we talk about that tapping?
Well,
You know that?
what
Oh,
was
okay.
what was your effect by it? What were your results?
The tapping?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it made me look at myself on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not just the physical part. You have the mental part. Why do I have? Why do I feel like? Why do I feel like I was out of control? I had mentioned it that I like to be in control of everything around me. Not a controlling person, but I want to maintain my health. I want to maintain my stability, my mental health, and it would get to be a point where I was losing that. I didn't have control over my physical body. If I felt sick, I thought the worst. I would go into a panic mode because I didn't know how to control that. Um, so by going through the tapping session, I got to look into myself, and I realized that really it's just me. You know, I don't have to worry about that anymore, and opened up my eyes to a lot of stuff. And I wound up talking to people that I had a tough time talking with before, um, with a lot of confidence. You know, and and since the last time, I got sick, where I thought I was losing control, um, I don't know if I told you, I wound up getting food poisoning that really knocked me out, made me really feel my age. Um, since then, I well, um, during the time I was sick, I lost 16 pounds in 4 days, which was a big loss. And since then, I've only gained 8 of that back, which is good. So I'm down 8 more pounds. So I'm actually in better shape than I was before I got sick. And yeah, I have a good outlook on a lot of stuff. Yeah.
And what was the physical results after that tapping?
Um,
Was there a change in the cramping in your legs?
there was actually, yeah, I don't recall ever having a cramp again. I still don't cramp.
Mm-hmm.
No, I haven't had a cramp since that time.
Mm-hmm.
And I never really gave it a thought, but you're right. I never had, yeah, the cramping went away. I would know the cramping, because that would wake me up in the middle of the night, you know. Uh, that doesn't happen anymore. And I have a tendency of not really letting a lot of things go, but just not letting things bother me like they used to before.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's just been good, good. Yeah.
Would you recommend this kind of work to other people and recommend Jackie to this?
Oh yeah. Well, I asked you about that friend of mine up the road here with post traumatic stress. I'm wondering if that tapping would help. And yeah, that's the person needs that. He needs to get inside himself again. There's a lot that's got to come out. You know, you can see it. I don't know him that well, but there's something there. You know what I mean? And it's not showing itself, and it's got to come out. And he has a lot of bravado, and because he spent a lot of time over in, I guess, Afghanistan and stuff. But
So why would you recommend me over anybody else?
well, because of how you handled me. First of all, I have a lot, I have a lot of confidence in you, and 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 why not? You know what I mean? Why wouldn't I recommend you? Yeah, you've done me so much good in all these years I've been coming here. You know, so I would never stop. You know what I mean? And yeah, so yeah, I would recommend. I've had my son-in-law come here. Of course, he can probably use it again. He hasn't been here in a while. He's the one that lost his leg in that motorcycle accident. I think he needs something too. You know, he's another one, all bravado and yes, yes, yes. You know, positive, but it's got to be killing them. You know what I mean? It's just things. So yeah, but yeah, I would recommend you for anybody. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. Awesome.